Welcome to our channel, where surprising and emotional stories are revealed. Do you remember those child stars who captivated our childhood? The names that once dominated the screen and stage lights. What really happened? How did they go from the heights of fame to the depths of despair? Join us as we follow their journey filled with tragedy and unexpected twists, from their brightest moments to the unforeseen turns in their lives. Don't forget to hit subscribe to follow along and discover untold stories that may leave you reflecting for a long time. Orlando Brown. From bright teen star to a journey of overcoming personal tragedy. Orlando Brown is a familiar face from his role as Eddie in Disney Channel's hit show in the early 2000s, before he made a mark in Family Matters. He quickly became one of Hollywood's most sought-after child stars. However, this attention quickly faded when he fell into the downward spiral of addiction and ongoing personal scandals. Orlando's life seemed to freefall starting in 2016, when he was repeatedly arrested on a series of charges ranging from drug possession, assault, to disturbing the peace. His uncontrollable outbursts and rambling statements in the media left the public in shock. Orlando, once a beloved idol, had now become the focal point of criticism and concern. The real breaking point came in 2018, when Orlando stunned the public by claiming he had a child with Raven Simonet, his close co-star from That's So Raven. But that wasn't all. Orlando continued making strange claims, such as being followed by aliens, leading many to worry that he was facing mental health issues. The pressure of early fame, with no proper guidance, gradually caused him to lose his way in life. His career crumbled, and the positive image he once had slowly disappeared. Orlando became a symbol of the lost path that many child stars face. But thankfully, he has started to turn his life around. Orlando openly shared his journey of overcoming addiction and participated in rehabilitation programs in the hopes of starting fresh. Although the road ahead remains challenging, he is working hard every day to rebuild his career and life. Those who have followed Orlando through the years know that, despite the struggles and wrong decisions that led him to dark periods in his life, his strength to rise again and overcome it all is truly admirable. Orlando Brown is not just a fallen star, but a symbol of rebirth, showing that no matter how difficult life gets, we can still change and start over. Orlando Brown's story may serve as an important lesson for anyone facing hardship in their lives. Share your thoughts in the comments below this video. What do you think of Orlando's recovery journey? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video to spread the message of the power of recovery. Together, we can build a strong community where no one has to walk this difficult path alone. Todd Bridges, a shining star, and the journey back from the darkness of tragedy. Todd Bridges was once a shining star, known for his role as Willis in Different Strokes, a symbol of success and promise in the American entertainment industry during the 1980s. Loved by television audiences, he quickly became a familiar face to millions. However, Todd's story is much more than just the spotlight. Behind the bright smile and peak career was a painful journey that few knew about. When Different Strokes ended, Todd lost his way in his career and sought an escape through drugs. Cocaine and heroin quickly took over his life, transforming him from a talented star into a name associated with arrests and scandals. In 1989, Todd made headlines when he was arrested for drug possession and linked to a shocking shooting incident. Although he was ultimately acquitted, his public image was never the same. Few know that Todd's tragedy actually began long before he became famous. He revealed that he was a victim of sexual abuse within his family as a child. This deep emotional trauma contributed to his self-destructive behavior. The painful memories from his past haunted Todd throughout his life, making him vulnerable to the spiral of addiction and tragedy. His career, family, and reputation crumbled under the weight of unresolved wounds. It took many years of struggle, but Todd eventually found his way back. After overcoming addiction and facing tremendous challenges, he made the decision to change charming acting style. As a sought-after star, Raven became an icon of the 90s generation, loved not only for her talent, but also for her innate ability. However, her life was not always filled with the dazzling spotlight. As she entered her teenage years, Raven faced challenges that not everyone could easily overcome. Gradually, her fame brought along unimaginable struggles. Pressured by the public and the media, every step she took was scrutinized. Even the slightest change in appearance or style would make her a target for relentless criticism. She had to deal with comments about her weight, her looks, and the pressure to maintain the perfect image that the public expected. But that was only a small part of the battle Raven had to fight. When she publicly came out about her sexual orientation, it felt as though the entire world turned its back on her. Conservative fans not only condemned her, but also boycotted her mercilessly. From a shining star, Raven suddenly became the target of mockery and disdain. Her life changed abruptly, and it seemed like all opportunities had slipped away. However, life was never going to be easy for Raven. Despite going through a major mental health crisis and facing relentless media criticism, Raven never gave up. She found ways to confront it all, refusing to let harsh words define who she was. And even though there were times she felt lost, Raven kept fighting to rediscover herself. She also didn't hesitate to speak out and become a powerful voice for important social issues. Raven began sharing her views openly on topics related to the LGBT community and other societal concerns. Despite facing strong backlash, she never backed down. Raven's resilience has made her a role model for those seeking the strength to overcome life's difficulties. Then, in 2020, all her struggles seemed to pay off. Raven married Miranda Perman and found peace after all the storms. Though she could never reclaim everything she had lost, Raven proved that even if you fall to the lowest depths, one day you can rise again and find the light at the end of the road. Raven Simonet has become a symbol of resilience and perseverance, a strong woman who overcame all challenges to rebuild her life. What do you think of Raven Simonet's challenging yet inspiring journey? Are you drawn to her strength and determination? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you love Raven's story, don't forget to like and follow for more inspiring stories. Malcolm Jamal Warner, the shining star, caught in a scandal, the story behind the controversy. Malcolm Jamal Warner, a name forever associated with Theo Huxtable from The Cosby Show, was a shining star from a young age, winning over both the small screen and the hearts of millions of viewers. After the huge success of the show, he became not only a talented actor, but also an up-and-coming jazz musician and a poet honored with a prestigious Grammy Award. However, Malcolm's promising career didn't go entirely smoothly, and one infamous event caused his life to take a different turn. When talking about Malcolm's career, people can't help but remember the image of Theo Huxtable, an innocent, intelligent, and lovable character from The Cosby Show. But behind the bright star image, Malcolm faced a tremendous challenge when the Bill Cosby scandal broke. Although he was not directly involved in the crimes Cosby was accused of, the shadow of the scandal weighed heavily on Malcolm's career. Could this have been an unavoidable crisis for him? Constant questions about Malcolm's relationship with Bill Cosby put pressure on him from both the public and the media. While everyone expected a clear statement from him, Malcolm chose to remain silent. This silence created a huge rift with his fans, leaving them feeling abandoned. Even the media relentlessly criticized him for not responding, causing his image to be severely affected. Was Malcolm's decision to remain silent a smart strategy or a major failure in protecting his reputation? With the lack of a strong public response during the crisis, Malcolm had to face ongoing challenges from both the public and the media. He had to defend himself and withstand constant criticism. However, what's noteworthy is that despite the difficulties, Malcolm maintained his career and continued to showcase his growth through roles in American Crime Story. He proved that Even when facing unexpected battles, his talent and resilience could not be extinguished. The prolonged silence raised many questions about the reasons behind Malcolm's decision. Did his silence cause him to become more alienated, or was it a strategy that helped him maintain his image in a noisy world? Surely, Malcolm's life is not only about his resounding successes, but also lessons in struggle, perseverance, and facing challenges head-on. Through his story, we can see that the career and life of a star are not always glamorous. Sometimes it's a journey filled with hardship and sacrifice. What do you think about Malcolm Jamal Warner's silence during this scandal? Do you empathize with his decision? Share your thoughts in the comments below this video. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to continue following more captivating and dramatic stories about famous stars. Kim Fields, the teen star who became a victim of personal tragedy. The journey of his life was not always a bed of roses, particularly after her marriage to Christopher Morgan ended abruptly in 2015 after 8 years together. For Kim, this was a major shock, a pain that was almost unimaginable. What seemed like a perfect marriage became an emotional wound that was not easy to heal. The feeling of loss and despair overwhelmed her, pushing Kim into a period of intense stress and psychological turmoil. Not only did she endure personal pain, but Kim also faced tremendous pressure from the public and the media. The scrutinizing eyes of the public constantly judged her, and the indifference from those who once admired her made her feel more lost in an ever-changing industry. Although Kim tirelessly worked to revive her career, she could not find a role as significant as her iconic portrayal of Tootie in The Facts of Life. Her sweet image from the past gradually became a memory, no longer receiving the recognition it once had. As if that weren't enough, the collapse of her family life led Kim to confront even greater challenges. Career struggles and the underlying tensions in her personal life forced Kim to fight with herself and the feelings of loneliness that came every day. Yet, despite it all, she stood strong, battling the pain and continuing on, even in moments of despair. She not only fought against internal crises, but also against societal prejudices and a lack of interest from the public. Kim Fields is a living testament that behind the glamour of fame, things are not always as beautiful as they appear. She faced challenges that seemed insurmountable, but her resilience and determination helped her rise again. It is a lesson about the power of rebirth and the tireless efforts to rediscover oneself in a constantly changing world. What do you think of Kim Fields' journey from shining star to a victim of personal tragedy? What are your thoughts on her strength to overcome the pain? Share your opinions in the comments below this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to follow more inspiring stories. Lee Thompson-Young, teen icon, and the heartbreaking end behind the spotless pressures from his very own profession. Despite proving his talent, he felt unable to escape the shadow of his past. Have you ever wondered why, even though he gave stellar performances in Rizzoli and Isles, Lee was still relegated to supporting roles? The feeling of being unrecognized and constantly pushed to the sidelines quietly devastated his soul, leading him to battle constant self-doubt. Behind his promising career, Lee also fought a quiet battle with bipolar disorder, a battle he couldn't share with anyone, fearing it would ruin his career. Was this the reason he chose to remain silent, bearing all the pain alone? You may be surprised to learn that behind the flawless exterior of a star, Lee struggled not only with professional expectations, but also with intense psychological turmoil. Although his loved ones and friends could sense that he was becoming more distant, no one truly knew what he was facing. Odd behaviors, changes in personality, and clear signs were present, but no one realized these were the symptoms of a soul crying out in despair. Those around him might not have understood, but did we, the audience and fans, truly notice those signs? Then, on August 19th, 2013, the harsh truth was revealed when Lee tragically took his own life in his Los Angeles apartment. He was only 29, leaving behind a heartbreaking suicide note that opened a door into the dark world he had lived in for so long. Lee's death wasn't just a great loss for his family, friends, and fans, but also a painful wake-up call about the price of fame and mental health. What can we learn from this story? Do we truly pay attention to the signs of those around us? Lee Thompson. Young Story is a deep reminder of the importance of caring for mental health and listening for signs from those we love. We may have overlooked their silent pain, and perhaps we could have been the ones to help. Let's not let a great talent like Lee be forgotten. Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe to spread this important message. Together we can create a community where no one has to fight loneliness and pain alone. Lark Voorhees. From teen queen to tragic mental illness and a scandalous marriage. Lark Voorhees, who once shined as Lisa Turtle in Saved by the Bell, was a symbol of beauty and talent in Hollywood during the 1990s. With her striking looks and captivating acting, she quickly became a sought-after name and left a lasting impression on young audiences worldwide. However, her brilliance eventually faded, giving way to dark days, beginning in 2012. Lark shocked the public when she admitted to having schizoaffective disorder, a mental illness that severely impacted her ability to control her behavior and emotions. This condition isolated her, distancing her from friends, colleagues, and even family. Her acting career was constantly interrupted by rumors about her instability on set. The golden opportunities she once held slipped away, leaving a lost soul trapped in the ruins of her faded fame. The tragedy didn't stop there. In 2015, Lark married Jimmy Green, a man with a criminal record. This marriage lasted only a few months before ending in scandal. The image of a once bright star was now overshadowed by her pale public appearances and tear-filled interviews, reflecting the painful journey Lark had been through. It's impossible not to feel sorrow when reflecting on her journey. From a teen icon, Lark became a victim of mental illness and the harshness of life. Yet, behind these tragedies, there still flickers a woman trying to rediscover herself, fighting to overcome adversity. Despite the countless obstacles ahead, Lark Voorhees remains a model of resilience and hope. Lark's story may serve as a powerful reminder of the importance of taking care of mental health and the need to understand and support those struggling with invisible difficulties. Share your thoughts in the comments below this video. What do you think about Lark Voorhees' arduous journey? Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share this video to help spread the important message about mental health. Brandy Norwood, a shining star, dimmed after a tragic highway accident. Brandy Norwood, a name synonymous with hit songs like The Boy Is Mine and her role in Moshe, was once a star that everyone admired. With her captivating beauty and exceptional talent, she dominated both the music stage and Hollywood screens in the 90s and early 2000s. However, Brandy's life changed forever after a horrific tragedy that she could never forget. On December 30th, 2006, during a routine drive on a California freeway, Brandy was involved in a car accident that tragically resulted in the death of a woman named Aatf Abuj. Although she was not charged criminally, this event left a deep emotional scar that Brandy struggled with for the rest of her life. The glamour of her fame was replaced by criticism and ridicule from the media and public. Brandy's life quickly took a dark turn, and she didn't know how to escape it. The incident not only caused Brandy to grapple with an overwhelming sense of guilt, but it also pushed her into a severe mental health crisis. She gradually withdrew from the entertainment industry, avoiding the spotlight and sinking into pain. Her new albums no longer garnered attention like before, and film projects only made her feel more disconnected from the star she once was. However, it was in the midst of this pain and loss that Brandy proved that inner strength can help overcome the most unimaginable challenges. She became involved in projects like Queens in 2021, quietly dedicating herself to her art while constantly fighting the ghosts of her past. Brandy became not just a symbol of rebirth after tragedy, but also an emblem of resilience, pushing through pain to stand tall. Sometimes wounds never fully heal, but Brandy showed that what matters isn't how many times you fall, but how you rise and keep going. She rewrote her own story, from a shining star to a warrior fighting with herself. Do you think Brandy will ever shine as brightly as she did before? Do you feel inspired by her heartbreaking journey? Share your thoughts and feelings in the comments. Brandy is a living testament to those who keep fighting and staying resilient in the face of adversity. We can learn a lot from her. Don't miss this story. Jaleel White, the legendary child star and a light, hidden in the shadows of the past. Jaleel White, a name that once dominated the 90s, became widely known for his role as Steve Urkel in Family Matters. This role not only made him a cultural phenomenon, but also turned him into an icon for a generation. Despite being beloved and standing out with the image of a nerdy young man with oversized glasses and a high-pitched voice, this fame turned into a double-edged sword, binding him to a character he couldn't escape. After achieving immense success, Jaleel White sought to expand beyond the image of Steve Urkel. He longed to explore more diverse roles, but the reality was far from easy. Every time he appeared on screen, the public only remembered Urkel, and this gradually made him feel trapped in the very image he had created. Despite his efforts, his acting career was always limited by the shadow of a character he couldn't separate himself from. But his career was only one part of Jaleel's life. His personal relationships were also full of ups and downs. The pressure to maintain a public image, meet fan expectations, and juggle work in the entertainment industry often left him feeling exhausted. Though he continued to work in the industry, participating in voice acting and producing podcasts, Jaleel still seemed to be forever linked to the image of Steve Urkel, unable to escape his past. Jaleel White's journey seems to serve as a reminder of the price of fame. The joys and glory he once enjoyed were not enough to overshadow the struggles he had to face. Sometimes, fame doesn't just bring dreams, but also burdens that last a lifetime. Both his career and personal life were affected by the character he played, making each step he took feel more difficult. Nevertheless, Jaleel never gave up. He continued to engage in new projects, dedicating himself to voice acting, producing, and podcasting, but the shadow of Steve Urkel remained. He has shared the challenges of his journey, reminding us that success often comes with a price to pay, and fame can become a chain that is hard to break free from. So, what do you think of Jaleel White's challenging journey? How has the image of Steve Urkel affected his life and career? Do you empathize with his struggle to escape the shadow of his own creation? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy inspiring stories like this, don't forget to like and follow us to stay updated on more interesting and engaging stories in the future. Alfonso Ribeiro, the shining star and the tragedy of being forgotten. The battle to overcome the shadow of Carlton. Banks Alfonso Ribeiro is a name that no one can forget when talking about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. His character, Carlton Banks, with his signature dance moves and humorous moments, won the hearts of viewers, becoming an iconic figure in the minds of fans. After the show ended, Alfonso not only maintained his fame, but also solidified his career by becoming the host of America's Funniest Home Videos and winning Dancing with the Stars in 2014. However, despite all these successes, Alfonso had to face a significant challenge, a tragedy he may never have anticipated. The overwhelming shadow of his own character, Carlton Banks. Although Alfonso made efforts to expand his career, participating in various projects and constantly challenging himself, he seemed unable to escape the image of the goofy Carlton. The shadow of this character lingered over him, preventing him from reinventing himself. Despite achieving certain successes, the public still remembered him as an inseparable part of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Every time he tried a new role, people expected him to bring something fresh, but it seemed that those efforts were always overshadowed by the past. The media, rather than acknowledging Alfonso's achievements after the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, repeatedly mocked him, turning him into the target of ridicule for living off his past. Whenever he resurfaced with his old image, especially when he repeated his iconic dance moves as Carlton, he was criticized for not being able to break free from his past role. This was a stark contrast to the efforts Alfonso had made to assert himself in other roles. The mockery and harsh articles seemed relentless, leaving Alfonso feeling trapped in a role he had long since left behind. But Alfonso's story isn't just about battling the public and the media. Behind it all is a man who never gives up. Alfonso continued to participate in many projects, not only to reaffirm his talent, but also to prove that he was more than just Carlton Banks. However, when looking back at his career, Alfonso likely wonders if he will ever truly escape the massive shadow cast by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Even so, it can be said that Alfonso Ribeiro remains a shining star. He has overcome countless challenges and continues to maintain his passion for his craft. In fact, the fact that he couldn't completely escape his iconic role helped him remain relevant in the hearts of fans. And perhaps that shadow, though sometimes overwhelming, is also what makes Alfonso special. His story serves as a reminder that while the past can sometimes feel like a burden, it can also be the foundation from which we continue to rise. What do you think about Alfonso Ribeiro's battle to escape the shadow of Carlton Banks? Do you feel he has done enough to prove himself? Share your thoughts in the comments below this video, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to never miss out on inspiring stories from famous stars. Thank you for taking the time to watch our channel and join us on this journey of discovering inspiring and surprising stories. The child stars who were once the pride of our childhood have had experiences worth reflecting on, and we hope these stories have touched your heart. If you found these stories meaningful, don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss any future videos. Let's continue to explore and share these profound messages, helping to spread empathy and understanding. Thank you once again for your support, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.